Jinger Duggar recalls how her family's modest dressing rules affected TLC group photo shoots. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Jinger Duggar opened up about what it was like following her family's modest dressing rules while doing the TLC group photo shoots. Getting everyone in something they wanted to wear was always a little challenging, Duggar, 31, said on the January 22 episode of her and husband Jeremy Vuolo's self-titled podcast. I was always a little nervous about that because I didn't know what wardrobe they were going to choose. So that's something where I was hesitant going into it. Jinger explained that while on set, the wardrobe team would provide clothing they picked out for the reality stars. According to Jinger, they would try to choose things they thought you would typically choose for yourself. Jinger Duggar claims 19 kids and counting was sometimes cut in a way her family didn't like. They had all of the very Duggar-style wardrobe, so it was more like Old Navy, probably even some Walmart clothes were in there. Very chill, very streamlined Duggar style, she reflected. They had our whole wardrobe, and then they'd have someone else's on the side. While there were plenty of options to choose from, Jinger claimed that the size options would vary. She recalled one instance where there was a dress that was about 2 sizes too big, and she needed to get it pinned to fit her. The wardrobe team would also hide their makeshift tailoring attempts by having Jinger wear a jacket over the dress. Jinger also shared that the wardrobe team had fact sheets for her and her family that included their photos plus sizing information. However, there were some stylists who were unaware of the Duggar family's rule that women could not wear pants. Jinger later added pants to her wardrobe after tying the knot with Vuolo in 2016. A couple of them didn't realize we didn't wear pants, she said, but noted that the network never tried to get her to wear anything that wasn't her style. Jinger also claimed that wardrobe would return the clothing items after the photo shoot. However, if someone wanted to keep a clothing item, they would occasionally let you keep an outfit depending on the cost. Jinger Duggar's book, Becoming Free Indeed, biggest revelations about her cult-like upbringing, marriage, Josh Duggar's scandal, and more. While the fashion aspect of the photo shoots was a struggle for Jinger, she did enjoy getting to see other members of the network that she typically would not. Jinger compared getting the other shows together to a circus. Most of the time we were separated. They tried to give you your own space so you wouldn't run into other people, she reflected. In hair and makeup or in wardrobe, or when walking outside of your tent, you could see people you knew. Jinger got her reality TV start in 2008 when 19 Kids and Counting first premiered, with the original title 17 Kids and Counting. After 19 Kids and Counting ended in 2015, Jinger joined the spin-off series, Counting On, which ran until 2020. Jana Duggar Gush's stunning wedding dress was straight out of her Pinterest dreams. Jana Duggar said yes to the dress, and it's straight out of her Pinterest dreams. Duggar, 34, gave her YouTube followers a peep of what planning her August wedding was like for her, providing footage of when checked out the venue for her special day and took a spontaneous trip to look at dresses. Ahead of that, the Counting On alum found a Pinterest photo of what she hoped her gown may look like. I do have a Pinterest photo of a wedding gown that I absolutely love, but I'm trying not to be set on a particular style, Duggar explained in a voiceover. I've heard from a few other people that they were kinda surprised by the dress they ended up loving the most in the end. So I'm trying to keep my options open and just planning to try on a couple styles. While they were scanning various gowns, Jana's twin John David Duggar's wife, Abby Duggar, immediately spotted one that looked nearly identical to her inspiration pick. 19 Kids and Counting, a comprehensive guide to the Duggar family. Abby pulled this one off the rack that looked almost exactly like the one in my Pinterest photo, Jana said in a voiceover, so I'm super excited to try this one on. When Jana walked out of the dressing room wearing the gown, her sisters Jessa and Joy Duggar, as well as Abby, immediately gushed over the dress. The way it hangs on your shoulders, like that's so pretty, Abby said. While Jana went on to try several more dresses, she explained that there was a clear winner in her mind. After trying on all these dresses, there was one that stood out above all the rest. And that was the one that looked most like my inspiration photo, she said in the voiceover. So I guess I kinda did know what I wanted after all. All of the Duggar family's courtship beginnings, from Jim, Bob, and Michelle to Justin and Claire, more. All of the Duggar family's courtship beginnings, from Jim, Bob, and Michelle to Justin and Claire, more. Jana tried on the gown one more time, planning how she could adjust the straps to mirror her Pinterest pic. Overall, this dress is pretty much a perfect match to the one in the photo, but the top is a little different, she explained in the voiceover. However, I think it would be a simple alteration to change the top to match the photo, so I think I'm actually going to go ahead and go with this dress. After adjusting the straps and adding a petticoat underneath, Jana was sold on the gown. While wearing the dress, Jana held up a sign that read, "I found the one. I cannot believe I found the dress. So much faster than I expected," she said. "It seemed almost kinda too easy, I feel like. But I'm so happy to have this big item checked off the to-do list." When did Jana Duggar meet husband Stephen Wisman? Breaking down their relationship timeline. Jana sparked engagement rumors in July when she uploaded a series of Instagram photos with a ring on her left hand. News broke the following month that Jana was engaged to Stephen Wisman and had applied for a marriage license. The pair exchanged vows on August 15 in Prairie Grove, Arkansas, in front of 500 guests per people. "I think it is one of those things that all girls envision someday," Jana told the outlet prior to the day. "For me, it felt like, it's never coming. But now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in. And I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true." Jinger Duggar celebrates baby shower as due date nears. Jinger Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, will welcome their third child soon. They have 2 little girls and are expecting a baby boy. The Counting On star was thrown a baby shower over the weekend, with several women gathered around to celebrate baby boy Vuolo. Joyanna Duggar and her daughter, Evelyn, were on hand to celebrate Jinger. The sisters have been spending much time together this month as they documented their adventures around Los Angeles. It seems she was the only family member in California to celebrate. None of the other sisters or Michelle Duggar were captured in the reel shared. Joyanna Duggar shows up for Jinger Duggar. The Counting On siblings have grown closer as they've grown up. Joyanna Duggar and her husband, Austin Forsyth, enjoy spending time with Jinger Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo. Jinger shared a reel from her baby shower, which showed Evelyn and Joyanna in the footage. It looked like several members of her church were on hand at the event, which didn't appear as big as some of the other baby showers thrown for Duggar women. Jessa Duggar appeared in the comment section, writing, "You are glowing. So wish I could have been there to celebrate with you in person. Can't wait to meet this baby." It was interesting that Jana Duggar didn't fly out to California, especially since she visited Jinger quite a bit over the years. When is Jinger Duggar due? Jinger Duggar is due at the end of March, just 4 weeks out. She has been sharing bump updates, but the most recent one came from her baby shower, which she highlighted in her dress. The Counting On star will have a hospital birth. She also confirmed that her mom, Michelle Duggar, would be in town when she welcomed her son. One of her little sisters may also accompany Michelle. Last time, it was Jordan Grace. With the baby countdown on, Jinger could go into labor at any point. Followers will keep an eye on her page to check for clues. We suspect she and Jeremy Vuolo will have a vlog about the birth and announce their son's name. Jinger confirmed the couple had already chosen one, but no one would know what it was until he was born. A name for the Bible is the likely suspect, with Daniel being whispered around quite a bit. Gabby Petito doc filmmakers on unsettling murder, and her cry for help. The tragic story of Gabby Petito, the 22-year-old aspiring van life influencer who was killed by her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, became a media sensation in 2021. Now, a new Netflix documentary is revisiting the murder and revealing new details. Called American Murder, Gabby Petito, the three-part docuseries premieres February 17 and was exec-produced and directed by filmmakers Julia Willoughby Nason and Michael Gasparo, who also did the docuseries Murdaugh Murders, A Southern Scandal and Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets. The fact that we were able to have access to the family was super important, Gasparo told the Post. We were filming the Murdaugh documentary at the time, he said, when they were told that the Petito family wants to tell Gabby's story. There's been a lot of stuff that's done. They haven't really participated in anything, and that's something Julia and I have been doing for a while. The documentary includes interviews with Petito's parents, friends, siblings, cops, and FBI agents who found her body and searched for Laundrie. Gabby's ex-boyfriend, Jackson, who she dated before Laundrie, also appears and reveals she contacted him shortly before her murder as a cry for help. I have a plan. I think I want to leave him. I'm going to do it. I have to figure out when to do it, Jackson recalled Petito telling him. Petito and Laundrie took a cross-country road trip that Petito documented on social media, which attracted internet sleuths and made her story a headline-grabbing sensation when she went missing in August 2021. On September 19 of that year, after she had been missing for nearly a month, Petito's body was found in Wyoming's Bridger-Teton National Forest. A coroner revealed she was strangled to death by human force. Laundrie went missing shortly after and died by a self-inflicted gunshot to the head. His remains were found October 20 of that year in Florida's Maxahachie Creek Environmental Park. In a notebook found near his body, he confessed to killing Petito. When asked if they were concerned it's too soon for a doc, Willoughby Nason told the Post, "We're only telling it with the family's blessing. That's the key. If we were going to make a quick turnaround doc while it was happening, that'd be one thing, and we don't work that way. We have to have people that were directly affected by what happened, so we wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for that," she continued. The family wanted to do it. It was important to shine a light on what Gabby went through. I think it's going to help a lot of people to see this young couple and the abuse that Gabby was going through. When asked what Petito's story shares in common with other documentaries they've done, Willoughby Nason said abuse of power. A lot of the themes are similar in terms of people being oppressed, people not having a voice, being in isolated, high-control groups, she explained. The filmmaker added whether it's from a family of 19 kids that's in fundamental Christianity on a reality show like The Duggar Family, or it's Alex Murdaugh, whose family were solicitors in South Carolina for 3 generations. There is a wall of power that feels impenetrable in these stories that we want to break open and show that there are holes and ways to escape from that power. I think with Gabby, even though she ultimately did not escape physically from the power, her story helps others identify subtle forms of intimate partner violence to help them escape and transition out of that. As the search for Petito played out before it came to light that she had been murdered, Laundrie's parents' behavior was notably odd. It remains a question how knowledgeable they were about their son's crime. We wanted to tell Gabby's story. We thought that was super important, said Willoughby Nason. Obviously, we wanted to reach out to the Laundrie family to get their participation. It's important to speak to everybody. They declined, and we respected that. But we did reach out.